You cannot drink the cup of the master and drink the cup of demons. Shabbat Shalom. Welcome everybody to the Sabbath Day Gathering. Awesome prayers, and y'all, it is funny how the strategies of the enemy work. But as I was laying there and just speaking with YAHUAH, sometimes before I get ready to speak, I kind of just go into meditation, and he told me to pay attention to the strategies of the enemy, the things that he tries to do, especially when we're close to a breakthrough, or whenever we find ourselves in the midst of him about to reveal something new to us. So many distractions come from different ways, and the enemy will use those closer to you to become a distraction for you. So that's where you have to be careful, because those are the ones that are there to try to, they think that they know what's best for you, but then at the same time they also are there to sometimes distract your purpose or whatever it is that the Father is trying to do with you. And we, being blinded by our flesh, don't realize it. So we have to open our eyes, and I want y'all to also realize that, have you paid attention to how all the feast days this year had some form of man-made holiday surrounding it? Okay? Passover had Easter. You had another one that had St. Patrick's Day. You had another one that had, look at the one coming up, YAHUAH, which is Pentecost. You got Mother's Day right behind it, and then you got Cinco de Mayo right before it. Yeah. And I want you to realize that even throughout the Bible, that times where things happen right before Pentecost. Remember, 40 days they were seen Yahushua was seen of them, and then 10 days they had to wait in Jerusalem, and it was like they felt like they was alone. They didn't have nobody there, but they stayed in prayer, they stayed in worship together. And remember this, at the time it was, I think he was seen of over 500. But by the time they went to the upper room, well, it was only 200. So what happened to the other 300? And see, so what happens is, you have those that at the time will claim that they with you with this and that, but as soon as things begin to happen and stuff begin to come your way, then all of a sudden they'll start pulling away. So that's something that you have to be careful about. And so my topic today is, the closer we draw nigh unto him, remember this now, the closer you draw nigh unto him, he'll draw nigh unto you. But the closer you get to him, the greater distraction the enemy is going to send your way. And so that's why we must submit ourselves unto him. Now, as we draw closer to his feast days, there's always going to be distraction. There's always going to be something to try to tear us away from doing that which is right. I want y'all to look at Exodus chapter 32 with me. Exodus chapter 32 verse 1. And I want y'all to see the importance in this, okay? It's saying, when people saw that Moshe delayed to come down out of the mount, the people gathered themselves together unto Aaron and said unto him, Up, make us Elohim, which shall go before us. For as for this Moshe, the man that brought us up out of the land of Mitzrayim, we know not what is become of him. See, first, this is what I want to say to people. Don't set your eyes on man. Whoever your pastor, whoever your leader, your minister, your bishop, your apostle, whoever it is, don't allow that to become your idol, to the point where if he's not doing what's right, you decide to go a whole nother route, a whole nother way, or just put it like this, or you see what he's doing and then you start doing it as well. Because see, Aaron was supposed to be right there in charge along with Moshe. Yeah. So when this came along, you see what I'm saying? He should have stepped up.
Break it down.
He should have stepped up. But instead, he told them to bring all their ornaments and all their gold and all the different things that there was, so that he can beat the calf for them. Now, at the same time, look what it says right here at the beginning. And when the people saw that Moshe delayed. I want y'all to realize this right now. There are people that does not believe that Yahushua Mashiach will return. There are people that says the same thing what these people right here are saying. Since he delayed, let us play. I'm gonna say that one more time. Since he's delaying, let us start playing. Y'all don't realize when we think that it's okay to go outside of the atmosphere of Yahuwah, the destruction that comes with his wrath. Remember, when the Pharisees came to John the Baptist or YAHUAH the immerser, right? They asked him a question, and he said, no, not the Messiah, but let me ask you this. Who warned you of the wrath to come?
He sure did.
Okay, what wrath was he talking about? The wrath of Yahuwah. Do you have salvation? See, when we think as Yahuwah's covenanted people that we're outside of the realm of being hit by his wrath because we know him, is a different. But this is the question: when he sees you, will he say that he knows you? Okay, will he say, "Depart from me, ye worker of iniquity, for I never knew you"? See, he already knew what was going on. He told Moshe, "Hey, up from this mount, go down there, because the people are building a calf and they calling this their God." Yeah. Which I'm the one that they had to stand still and see the salvation of the Lord. I'm the one that they sung a song about, being the God of war, the one that is mighty in the right hand that brought them out of the land of Egypt. But now, because you delay your coming, you see, and see, we talked about this a couple weeks ago, how when the people start looking at the character of the man, and instead of seeing the character of God within the man, they lose sight of who the master truly is. You see, so they said he delayed his coming. Now let me tell y'all, YAHUAH, that means to tarry, to delay, in Hebrew. So they felt like he wasn't coming back. Now there's a scripture in, I want to say 2 Peter chapter 3 verse 3. Okay. 2 Peter chapter 3 verse 3. It said, knowing this first, that mockers shall come in the last days with mocking, walking according to what? Their own lust, and saying, where is the promise of his coming? You see, those are the ones that saying he's delaying, he's not coming, he's not gonna appear. They've been saying this, what did it say? For since the fathers fell asleep, all continues as from the beginning of the creation. So the same thing that was, it still is, and he's not coming. See, I want to tell you, don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted, because he comes in different forms and in different but there is a moment in time when the sky will be cracked open, when he will come at the power and the glory of the Almighty Yahuwah. It said, for they chose to have this hidden from them, that the heavens were of old, and the earth standing out of the water, and the water by the word of Elohim, through which the world at the time was destroyed and being flooded with water, and the present heavens and the earth are treasured by the same word, being kept for fire to a day of judgment and destruction of wicked men. Now, something that I want y'all to realize, do you realize that when the tares got mixed with the wheat, what did he uproot first? The tares. The tares. See, everybody that is trying to get in the way, everybody that is trying to, you're going to have tares mending in with you. Okay? You're going to have tares mending in with you. Now, I want y'all to realize this. As you read Exodus 32, you find out that everybody wasn't involved in that party. Come on. You had a crew or a remnant. Let's talk about the remnant. You had a remnant that stayed away from that mess because they believed in YAHUAH. Okay? So look, go back as it said in verse 2. And Aaron said unto them, and I'm back in Exodus chapter 32. And Aaron said unto them, break up the golden earrings which are in the ears of your women, of your sons and of your daughters, and bring them unto me. And all the people broke the golden earrings which were in their ears, and brought them unto Aaron. And he received them at their hand and fashioned it with a graving tool after he had made it a molten calf. And they said, these be your Elohim. Now listen to this. These be your Elohim, O Yashael, which brought you up out of the land of Mitzrayim. And when Aaron saw it, he built an altar before it, and Aaron made... Now listen to this. He made a proclamation. So he's letting the people know and said, tomorrow is a feast of YAHUAH. And guess what feast that would have been, y'all? It would have been the Feast of Pentecost, the Feast of Shavuot, which is known as the Feast of Weeks. But look what it said they did. And they rose up early on the morning, offered burnt offerings. So the day has arrived for the feast day. And they rose up early, and they offered burnt offerings and brought peace offerings. And look what it said. The people sat and down to eat and drink and rose up to do what? Play. They went to party. Yeah. And so because he delayed, they played. And see, if he delayed, we still ain't got time. This is what my message is. Stop playing. Stop playing. Whatever you call yourself going to do in the institution called within the church, stop playing it. If you're going to do it for real. Amen. Do it for real. Stop gathering at what you claim to be Yahuwah's table while gathering at the devil's table thinking that you can sup and eat with him. Okay? Remember, the one that betrayed Yahushua was right there at the table with him. He thought he could eat at the table with him and then turn around and go sit with the Pharisees and we're going to get a good... And what happens? Soon as that enemy... Soon as he gets you and stabs you and do all the different things he's going to do to you, and you fall because of temptation, he leaves you right there with the wind blowing on your nakedness. Come on. With the wind blowing on your nakedness. And there's nothing that you could do because right there, you caught in the act. I want to show y'all something. I want to show y'all something. Look at, go to 1 Corinthians. 1 Corinthians chapter 10. Verse 21. And this is here where Paul is kind of, he's scolding the Corinthians because they're not doing the Lord's Supper right. They're actually not handling a lot of the aspects of what the ecclesia, what we call the church or the assembly of the people is supposed to be. Okay? So now, I want y'all to go back though. Any scripture that I give you, don't take my word for it. Go back and read the beginning of the chapter so you get the beginning of the context and the end of the context. I'm just filling line upon line, precept upon precept, giving you scripture to look at that combines themselves together. But if you go back and you do the actual whole study for yourself, as I've done before, I come and sit down, I just give you the minimal of it that feeds into what I'm saying. But I want you to go back and I want you to study. If I give you something in the middle of chapter 10, go back and study the beginning of chapter 10 and the end of chapter 10. Read the whole chapter and be like, oh, okay, now I see where this comes from. Okay? Look what it says in 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 21. It said, you are not able to drink the cup of the master and the cup of demons. You are not able to partake of the table of the master and of the table of demons. Now look what he said. Do we provoke the master to jealousy? Are we stronger than he? He's asking questions right here. He's making it known we shouldn't provoke him to jealousy. He's basically asking. And ain't it funny? Sometimes I like how Paul does this thing. He throws out a rhetorical question to you because you already know the answer to it. Do not provoke me to anger, for I am a jealous God, right? For I am a jealous Elohim. My name is jealous. So he asked, do we provoke the master to jealousy? Is this what they not did in Exodus chapter 32? They're provoking him to jealousy. Because right there while Moshe is up, and right now he's inscribing the commandments of Yah to him. Now they already had commandments that they were given by word, but he was giving them tablets, instructions to keep. And yet, because the man delayed, because he's up before the Most High, getting information and just, you know, in the midst of the Father. And sometimes people wonder why, but we don't heard the song before, he's an on-time Elohim, right?
Yes, sir.
So we have to realize that at times, what is perfect can't be rushed.
Amen.
And so a lot of times we try to rush them into doing things, rush them into making things happen, but it's not our place to rush things. It's our place to allow him to be able to do what it is that needs to be done. You see what I'm saying? Because if we try to rush the process, then there's things that will be left out. So when we try to do it ourselves, things will be left out of the process. But now, I want y'all to realize something. When they sat at that table, you see what I'm saying? They sit down to eat and drink. Right? Right here in Exodus chapter 32. Look what it says in verse 7. And YAHUAH said unto Moshe, go get you down for your people. He said, for your people which you brought out of the land of Mitzrayim have corrupted themselves. See, so now he's like, hold on. These same people, they have turned aside quickly out of the way which I commanded them. They have made them a molten calf and have worshipped it and have sacrificed thereunto it and said, these be your Elohim, O YAHUAH, which have brought you up out of the land of Mitzrayim. Right? And YAHUAH said unto Moshe, I have seen this people, and behold, it is a stiff-necked people. Now therefore let me alone, that my wrath may wax hot against them, and that I may consume them, and I will make of you a great nation. Now, but this is what I want y'all to see right here. This is where we, as YAHUAH's people, as followers of Yahusha, must become as 1 Corinthians chapter 11 says. 1 Corinthians chapter 11 verse 1. Become imitators of me, as I also am a Messiah, and I praise you, brothers, that you remember me in every way and keep the traditions as I deliver them to you. And I wish you to know that the head of every man is the Messiah, and the head of every other woman is the man, and the head of the Messiah is Elohim. Okay? Right here is where we have to realize that just as Moshe heard YAHUAH's anger, what he did was sometimes we have to rehearse back to YAHUAH the things that he had told us. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? So sometimes we have to go in prayer, and and it ain't that we have to remind him. He know what he said, but you have to relate back to YAHUAH sometimes. Just like you have to go to one of your friends and say, hey, you remember when you said this? Yeah. Are you going to retract what you said? Because that, if you do, then that makes you not a man of your word. Yeah. And so YAHUAH, being a man, not the son of man that he shall lie, not the son of man that he shall repent, had to do what? Keep his word. He said that he would make a nation out of who? Abraham, Yitzhak, Isaac, and Yitzhak, and Jacob. So if that was the truth, then Moshe like, hold on, you made this covenant with them. Now we got another thing going on here, but remember what you told them. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? He said, I'll make a great nation out of you. But look what he said. And Moshe besought YAHUAH Elohim and said, YAHUAH, why does your wrath wax hot against your people, which you have brought forth out of the land of Mitzrayim with great power and with a mighty hand? Remember, now, YAHUAH telling Moshe he brought them out. But Moshe passed it back to YAHUAH like, no, you brought them out. I didn't do this. You did. He said, wherefore should the Mitzrayim speak and say, he throwing it at him now like, okay, if you did this, then ain't the same people that you delivered them from going to turn around now? They're going to say, for mischief did he bring them out to slay them in the mountains and to consume them from the face of the earth? Turn from your fierce wrath and repent of this evil against your people. Remember Abraham, Yitzhak, and YAHUAH, your servants, to whom you swore by your own self, and said unto them, I will multiply your seed as the stars of heaven, and all this land that I have spoken will I give unto your seed, and they shall inherit it forever. And YAHUAH repented of the evil which he thought to do unto his people. See, Moshe turned the Father's mind or heart from being and so sometimes we have to pray about this thing. The person that came to distract us, we need to pray for. Yeah. The people or the things that's happening around us, we need to pray about. Amen. The enemy and not only that, now listen, he ain't gonna just use people to try to distract you by making you mad. He'll try to use people to distract you by bringing forth fear. He'll try to use the closest to you to distract you, to try to change your mindset or try to, waive your faith. He might use something as simple as a car accident. He might use something as simple as brakes going out. He might use something as simple as somebody close to you being taken away. Whatever the case is, he might use something close to you as far as one of your children calling you all the time, and the only thing that they call you about is money, and then when you try to conversate with them, it's nothing else that they want to talk to you about. They just called you because they needed something. I mean, and the enemy will use things to try to throw your mind off so that you can't hear YAHUAH, so that you ain't in his presence, so that you don't find. But this is when you need to be in his presence even more. And so Moshe realized, hold on, let me rehearse to him. So sometimes you have to take back and rehearse his word to him. And what I mean by that is go into the Psalms and begin to quote. You said that you will be my shield and buckler. Regardless of what's going on, you said that you were my refuge. You said that you were my tower. You said that you would keep me. You told me to be of good courage and have no fear, that you will fight this battle for me. You told me when the enemy raised up a flood against me, you will lift up a standard. Hallelujah. You told me that no weapon formed against me shall prosper because you created the destroyer. You have to rehearse these things and then watch his move in your life. You told me that if you want me before destruction and I'm obedient, then I wouldn't be harmed. Hallelujah. Thank you, Father. You told me this. So that's why we have to get in our word. We have to meditate. We have to let him do what he's doing. And then sometimes you have to let him marinate. Remember this, when Joseph, he was betrayed by his brothers. At a time in his life when everything he felt like was going good, he was skipping down there going to tell him what daddy told him, and all of a sudden they were like, there goes the dreamer. Yeah. Let's kill him. That was the first instant remark out of one of the brothers' mouth. Let's kill him. The other brother was like, no, we can't kill him. Well, father's like, oh, I'll tell you what. Let's throw him in this pit. And then they came up with this plot. Well, we ain't going to kill him, but we'll take that good, nice coat that father got for him. We'll tear it up. We'll throw some blood on it, make it look like a beast ripped him apart. And then we'll sell it. First human trafficking recorded in history. Now, is that the first? Slavery been around. Slavery been around since the beginning of time. So that's a whole nother topic of discussion. But when Joseph went in there, guess what his remark was when he met up with his brothers all those years later? It was the will of Elohim for me to be here. Yes. It was YAHUAH's will for me to be here. Because what was he doing throughout that whole situation? He was praying his way through. He was reminding the Father. He said that you told my father, you told my grandfather and my great-grandfather that you would make a mighty nation out of. He was reminding them these things. Is it written in Scripture? No. It ain't actually written in Scripture that Joseph said these prayers. But the thing is, every time that he went through anything, it said that YAHUAH was with him and his favor was with him. While he was in prison, his favor was with him. While he was right there in the pit, his favor was with him. Because guess what? It led him to a place where he would be put on a not a pedestal, but YAHUAH put us on a pedestal sometimes. Look at my child. I love him. I want to lift him up because he's staying low. He raised him up. I lift him up because he's staying low. And just like Moshe, he lifted him up because he stayed low. Every time the people came up against him, what did he do? He fell on his face. He fell on it, except one time when he hit the rock instead of speaking to it, which caused him a one-way ticket. See, so it's a simple thing that we do that can cause us to not enter into the problem. It's just one simple little thing. We can have a perfect record. And I want you to recognize it because it's like that in the real world. You can have a perfect record, not done nothing but let one moment happen in your life that caused you to snap and give you the rest of your life in prison. And when you're sentenced to hell, that's prison. Because if you find out, if you read it, you find out that it's more like a prison. Isaiah 24, I want to say, speak on it. Don't become as the prisoners that's down in Sheol. So, even remember this, YAHUAH. And I want y'all to realize something. Every time around certain feast days, things happen. Yeah. Even in Scripture, when YAHUAH in Passover, he got betrayed. What happened? He went to the tree. First he went through trial, and was falsely accused, and other things were thrown against him. And what did I tell you? They used his own what? Words against him. Well, he said that he would build a temple in 3 days. He said this, he said that. You know? Which was the truth. He was speaking truth. Yeah. And they hated it. And that's what happened when you speak truth, people hate it. And so, and Moses' delay coming down, YAHUAH got angry. He's a jealous God, remember? So we can't eat at the demon's table and then think we can sit at y'all's table. It doesn't work that way. You cannot mingle with the world and then turn around and think that you can go and just, worship before the Most High. Because this is what they were doing in Exodus 32. He said, tomorrow is the feast of YAHUAH. But you just declared this calf, your Elohim, that brought you out of Egypt. You see what I'm saying? So this is what we do, and this is what I'm breaking down. This is what happens. We go to what we call the church, and we claim to be worshiping. But he said their mouths are there, but their heart is far from it. And so right here, they was out there, doing their partying, but their lips were there. They were doing lip service. Yeah. But their hearts were far from him because he instantly knew. Hold on. Let me tell you what your people did. Y'all know how we disclaim somebody real quick. Yeah. You see how y'all did that? He said, your people that you brought out of land of Egypt. Yeah. And that just goes to show. We got his characteristics all the way. Yeah. And that's what that's why we have to learn how to walk properly in the spirit. Because if YAHUAH himself had that tendency to react that way, our flesh was sure enough make us. And that's why I did that video a couple of weeks ago. We cannot go into vengeance mode. We had to trust in YAHUAH. We had to believe. Because even just like during the Feast of Sukkot, YAHUAH them get ready to go up to Jerusalem, and his brother sitting up there. Well, your disciples going up. Why don't you? Matter of fact, let's read that. John chapter 7, starting from verse 1. John chapter 7, starting from verse 1. And after this, YAHUAH was walking in Galilee, for he did not wish to walk in Yehudah because the Yahudim were seeking to kill him. And the festival of the Yahudim was near, the festival of Sukkot, or the Feast of Booths. His brother said to him, get away from here and go into Yehudah, so that your taught ones also see the works that you are doing. For no one acts in secret while he himself seeks to be known openly. First off, YAHUAH didn't want to be known openly. Look what he said. If you do these works, show yourself to the world. For even his brothers did not. Listen to that. Even his brothers, listen, they were being sarcastic. They were trying to be funny. They were basically trying to say, you ain't really doing these things that people say you're doing. And that's why he said a prophet is not welcome in his own home. Because people that claim, you know, that know you, that you grew up with, that they're not gonna see the immediate change of you. They're not gonna see the immediate move of YAHUAH in your life. So they doubt and they cast doubt and try to make you not believe in what he's doing in your life. But look what he said. He said, Yahushua therefore said unto them, my time is not yet come, but your time is always ready. And see, a lot of people always worried about what you're doing, but need to, you know, hey, your time is always there to do what you need to be doing. You can go win souls right now if you weren't here picking at me. If you weren't here worried about me. So even Moshe brothers and sisters spoke against him, didn't they? But what he did, he prayed for him, didn't he? It cost him, but he prayed for him, right? And so sometimes we have to find ourselves praying for those that are becoming distractions in our lives. Just focus on prayer. Just focus on repeating his words to him. Because you have to remember this, that even though we don't see the full manifestation, the light is manifesting. Look at all the how can I put it? The sexual immorality being exposed through all these people in the TV and on I mean, this stuff been happening for years, but now it's coming to the light. What been hidden in the darkness shall be revealed in the light. And the closer we get to his coming, the more brighter the light becomes, and you begin to see that child molesters being exposed. Not only that, and not only child molesters in the news stations and in the TV and all that, but even those that are proclaiming themselves to be bishops and pastors and evangelists and teachers and apostles. It's starting at, he's exposing. And remember, who will be judged first? The house of Yah. And so as this begins to take place, what he's doing is he's separating the tares and the wheat. And as we go through this season, remember, we're in the Jubilee year. Yeah. A year of beginnings. Yes. So as we see things happening, he's doing things and moving in his people's life, and you have to be prepared, because the breakthrough that he's about to reveal or give unto you, you have to be able to be in place to receive it. Yes. Because either you're gonna find yourself straight off of the path of righteousness that he wants you on, which is the straight and narrow, doing your own thing and not doing what he, because see, he comes to meet you on that path, and because he's the one leading you. But he has a, remember, when he sent them into Egypt, he had an angel that went before him with his name in it. But he also is the one leading you down that path of righteousness. He's the one leading you. And so therefore, he has when that breakthrough comes, there's something there that you will receive along that path or that journey. So you have to be in place to be able to receive it. Amen. Amen. That'll close out this portion of the Sabbath Day Gathering. I know they usually be longer, but that's the word that he had given me for today. I'm just going to say, everybody give a praise offering real quick. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. If you have any, amen. And if you have any tithes or offerings that you would like to send, is at the description at the bottom of the YouTube channel. And y'all just remember, not next week, but as we draw closer to Shavuot, there are going to be attacks. I mean, you got to remember this: 50 days. You have a 50-day period from between one feast to the next, and as that 50-day period takes place, the enemy is doing whatever he can to attack. He wants to attack. He wants to destroy. Remember, his job is to kill, steal, and destroy. And as he goes forth in and out of the earth, seeking who he can separate from Yah, remember, he's going to do his best. Remember, and what the scriptures say, it said that he will make what? War against the saints. But it is up to us to be patient in our duty. That's what Scripture says.
Amen.
And we are overcome by what? Our testimony by the blood of YAHUAH Mashiach. So just trust Him and believe Him. And when these things, attacks begin to come, and you feel the distractions, and you know they're a distraction, then rehearse His word back to Him. Go to Psalm 27 and rehearse it. Go to Psalm 2, rehearse it.
Amen.
Go into Proverbs and rehearse it.
Amen.
And when you find people coming up against you, all angry and this day, you say, Father, you told me a soft answer turns away strife. Remember these things. Take your scripture, meditate upon it. Let it be something that you meditate in your heart, mind, and soul.
Amen.
Amen. You got anything?
I just thank you for this amazing word. I can say I truly needed that. Because, you know, some things have been going on with me and I've been praying about it and I was like, well, why me? I always got to be the one stuff go through. My body, stuff with finances, everything. But I thank Him for giving you that because it let me know to keep going. It let me know to keep pushing through. Don't get frustrated. Just keep doing what He asked me to do.
Yeah.
Don't even get frustrated because that's what the enemy want me to do, to give up and lose faith in it. Now I got to go through the same process over again instead of just trusting from the get-go. So I truly thank Him for allowing you to bring this awesome, fresh, new word because it was a word for the season. And this do need to be published because a lot of people go through things like this and they don't understand why attack being on me. They don't understand the push through like you just told us to. Because a lot of us faint. He tell us not to faint, not to give up, but we faint.
Yeah, we do.
We set out human emotions. So I thank Him for this. Thank you for being obedient to this word. I just thank Him.
On the line. I go to the phone line tonight.
Praise the Lord. You know, I like what you were saying about, I always call it reminding God of His word. Because, you know, when you make your prayer and you say, Father, you said, whatsoever I desire when I pray, that shall I have. When we remind Him of His word, it lets Him know they believe in my promises. They're trusting in me. I got to do something for them because they trust in me. They remember what I said. So it honors Him when we do remind Him of what He said when we are in prayer because prayer is that communication with Him. And He wants to know where we are in our mind when we pray. He wants to know where we are. He wants to hear what we have to say to Him. So I thank you for that. Thank you for that word.
Amen. And right here in 2 Timothy chapter 2, starting from verse 1, it says, You then, my son, be strong in the favor that is in Messiah YAHUAH, and what you have heard from me among many witnesses, and trust these to trustworthy men who shall be competent to teach others as well. Suffer hardship with us as a good soldier of YAHUAH Messiah. No one serving as a soldier gets involved in the affairs of this life in order to please only him who has enlisted him as a soldier. And if anyone competes in the game, he is not crowned unless he competes according to the rules. So remember, your commandments are rules. They are regulations. They are ways to keep you in line so that you can receive a crown.
Yes, come on now.
At His coming.
Yes.
Amen.
Amen.
Amen. All right then. If that's it, then we will. Anybody else on the phone line before I close up? All right then. And with uplifted hands. In all my ways.
In all my ways.
I shall acknowledge Him.
I shall acknowledge Him.
I shall acknowledge Him.
And He shall.
And He shall.
And He shall.
Direct my path.
Direct my path.
Direct my path.
In His Son's mighty name.
In His Son's name, amen.
Amen. All right, then. I love you. YAHUAH loves you. Don't forget to say, thank you, YAHUAH. Talk to y'all soon.